The state of Florida plans to terminate the employment of a woke teacher after he made this video in his classroom.
I'm about to run up on these kids and start banning these books right away. Hey, what y'all reading? Harry Potter? Oh, witchcraft. Gotta go. Hey. A black boy? No, absolutely not. What you reading? I wonder how you feel once this book is gone. Say goodbye. What you reading? What in the, gotta go. You will not know these words. These words are vomitrocious.
Jen.
I shall not read books.
I shall not read books.
Books are bad.
Books are bad.
If I read, it's approved by the feds.
If I read, it's approved by the feds.
Yeah, disgusting on the teacher's part, obviously. We're going to react to it in today's video. But what's up, guys? VinceDao here. Be sure to like and subscribe if you are new. So, as I've talked about on a few occasions, I grew up in LA. I went to public school in LA. So, belly of the beast, right? And I have to say, one of the most frustrating things growing up was the fact that teachers were accountable for nothing. You could never fire them. And I know it's LA, so obviously the unions and stuff were stronger. But this is an issue with teaching and government jobs everywhere. It is so hard to just tell someone who's doing a bad job, or in this case, using his kids as political props that, like, you're fired, get out, pack your bags. And that's why I've been curious to see how effective Ron DeSantis' education reforms are really going to be in Florida. Because when push comes to shove and teachers try to rebel, is the state going to put its foot down and actually fire the teachers? Or is this all performative because he wants to run for president? Well, that happened here when this Orange County teacher tried to protest against the supposed banning of books. In other words, there's a recent law here in Florida that tries to regulate age-appropriate content for children. In other words, you can't teach disgusting sexual perversion to kids. Of course, leftists are very mad at this because their entire strategy is predicated on completely twisting the minds of our youth, perverting our youth. As you saw in the video in the beginning, this Orlando teacher tried to make a video protesting the law, and he's using his kids in class as actors to make the point. Now, you might say, oh, but his free speech. But no, it's not free speech because, first of all, when you work for the public, it's generally understood that you're not supposed to engage in partisan political activity while you're on the clock. Right after work, you have all the rights of a private citizen, but while you're working for the taxpayer, you don't engage in partisan activity. That's a general rule. That's a pretty fair rule when taxpayers are paying your salary. And I wish that rule were enforced on all these other teachers we see, because you have all these teachers making these TikToks in their classroom while they're at work. And it's like, dude, ethics complaint? No, never. I don't know. But forget that aspect. Who cares in comparison? The biggest wrong thing here is that he is using his students, these are kids, without parental consent, as political props in his video. Like, that's just all kinds of wrong and unethical and whatever, okay? Privacy, childhood innocence, all of it. Do I need to spell that out? Do I need to explain why that is wrong? I don't think I do. But despite it being all kinds of wrong, just from my experiences growing up, I looked at this video and was like, he's definitely going to get away with it because they get away with everything. But good news, Florida's Voice actually reported this to the school district, and here was the response. Quote, "Swift action will be taken to terminate employment." The superintendent said, "This is not free speech. It is the exploitation of our students for political purposes, and it will not be tolerated in our school district." Hey, based. We love to see it for once, but let this be a lesson. I think there's a few major takeaways. The first is that we have to have an honest conversation about school teachers. Because we have this societal perception of them being those unsung heroes, right? They're in it because they want to help the kids. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of teachers like that. Shout out to all of you who are watching this and you're in it for the passion. But there's also a lot more than you realize, who are in it because they are activists trying to indoctrinate children. This is to say that there's a lot more scummy, far-left teachers out there than you think. You know, we like to say, oh, it's just a tiny vocal minority. Is it though? Is it really? Because we seem to hear stories like this all the time, and many more that don't get told. Shoot, my own 12th grade English teacher spent a whole class teaching us about how grammar and proper English was racist. True story. And this happens all the time and it never makes the news because it happens all the time. I bring that up because this means in order to make use of conservative education reforms like the ones you're seeing in Florida, we need to be incredibly aggressive with enforcing them. If you just casually write them into law and don't follow through, all these activist teachers will keep doing it. So you need to say, with an iron fist, you don't listen, you're fired. No questions asked, and we're going to be watching you, okay? We will. And if you show pornography to kids, you might not just get fired, you'll get arrested. That needs to be the enforced standard. And some people aren't so comfortable with that because they think it sounds draconian. What, are you gonna send people to check up on these classrooms? Yes. Yes, we are. And if the teachers don't like that, they shouldn't have collectively damaged our social trust for them in the first place by pushing this far. You know, all you had to do was teach normally and nobody would have noticed. But it was their impulsive need to push leftism on kids and push it further and further that made conservatives notice and parents notice. And here we are. So I don't feel sorry. They collectively did it to themselves. Academia as a whole did it to themselves. They are the ones who broke the trust of American society, and they need to be on a strict leash. Their teaching ought to be watched with a magnifying glass because they've broken our trust time again and again. And, you know, they also work for the taxpayer. We seem to forget this. So the taxpayer absolutely deserves to know what they're up to. So good on Orlando for firing this guy. I hope we see more of it. No nonsense. And frankly, I think the parents of these kids should sue for damages or something because he's put them on the internet as props. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below, but that'll do it here for today. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. Consider becoming a channel member to support the channel and to get exclusive perks, videos, and the Discord server that, again, is coming very soon. And until next time, Alpha Moves only. God bless and peace.